quick video. We had a windstorm and checking the properties, and had this guy come over and take that guy out. But if I were to wait, and if I didn't come back here, and next week we had 4, 5, 6 inches, I would not have seen this smaller tree. So I kicked off all the, most of the little twigs. I mean, there's so many tiny little ones past the tree, but for the most part I kicked all the twigs off. But I am gonna ask them, the homeowners, if they want me to take care of this situation or whatever. But always good to, after windstorms, give properties a check, because that could have been buried and that would have been a bad day. So quick update video. I just, we had about a foot plus come through about 5 days ago. And since then, we've had about 3 inches of rain, even more. I heard 3 to 4 inches of rain. Yards look like this. They're all just beyond flooded and saturated, and etc. But with that crazy rainstorm came 50-mile-an-hour winds, gusts, sustained at like 30 here. So, you know, most of my customers, you know, it's their primary residence, and if they have problems, they'll call me. But I do have one in particular just up the road. It's not their primary residence, and I noticed when I plowed it that there were a few branches in the snow, and whatever. And I told the lady, I was like, look, because I know she's got cameras and stuff. I was like, look, I'm gonna come back midweek after this storm, get some of your branches out of your way before you could, because I know she's coming for the long weekend, this coming weekend, and you know, and we'll go from, you know, if it's just light stuff, I'll kick it out of the way, no big deal. Part of it was too, it's a very tough driveway that has like a million freaking snow stakes, and I know I knocked some over because there was just so much wet, heavy snow that I had to push piles, and I couldn't, because of how tight it was, I was limited in where I could push the piles, and some of that meant driving them into where the stakes were, and them either breaking or, you know, falling down or whatever. So I wanted to get those put up where I could see the driveway, and I kind of used I'll pick up some small little branches along the way, because I don't want to be plowing those and them rolling off to the side, scraping up the truck, etc. Well, get there to find trees down across the driveway. Nothing big. It was a bigger tree that fell into a smaller tree, and the smaller tree went across the driveway. But it's not something that you could just push off. It just needs to be broken up with a chainsaw. But, you know, now you want to ask the customer, I'll be happy to take care of it on the cheap for just chopping it up and throwing it into the woods, if that's what they want. But they have the bigger tree as well. Do they want me chopping up and hauling away the bigger tree? Do they, you know, and the small tree? Do they not care and just want, you know, the small tree cut so they can use their driveway? But that tree was falling down, and honestly, it was probably 5, 6 inches off the ground. If we had that same snow event that we had earlier, that we had this past weekend, and I did not check on the property, I would not have seen that, and I would have plowed a tree, which would have, you know, wouldn't have hurt the plow, but it would have plowed into the side of the tree would have rolled off the plow to the side of the driveway, and then into the side of the truck. And it wasn't a branch that would scratch the paint. It was, you know, it would be going through them, it would be denting the truck. So that's why it's really important to check check your properties, and yeah, and just like that, the house is only 4 minutes away. I'm pulling into my own house now, so it didn't really cost me anything in terms of fuel, just a few minutes in time, but well worth it. Stay safe, everybody.